speed v of an object moving in a straight line is related to time t by this equation, v equals kt squared, where k is a constant. At t equals 10 seconds, the speed of the object is 48 meters per second, and the resultant force on the object is 24 newtons. What is the mass of the object? Immediately we should think of F equals ma, which we can write in calculus terms because it's a varying velocity. We have m dv by dt. So if we know the force and we can work out the acceleration, then we can work out the mass. So we have 24 equals the mass times the acceleration. So how do we get acceleration from velocity? Well, we know that acceleration is a derivative of velocity. So we multiply by the power and then take one away. But what I'm going to do to avoid having to find out what k is, I'm going to note that differentiating, in this case, we multiply by 2. So whatever our v was, we multiply by 2, and then we take 1 away from the power of t. So I'm going to write it in this form. So you might think, why would you do that when you could just find out k? And you're right, like you could do that, but it's probably going to add more steps than we need. So this is more useful because they've told us the velocity and they've told us the time. So we know differentiating this case multiplies by 2 and then divides by a factor of t. So we have the acceleration is 2 times v over t. And again, I don't like to work stuff out and then having to rearrange. So it's better to write this form as m equals 24 times t over 2 times v. So this is equal to 24 times the time, which is 10, over 2 times 48. Well, 24 over 48, that gives us a 2 on the bottom. Then we've got 10 over 2 over 2, so that's 5 over 2, which is 2.5 kilograms. Alternatively, you could have tried to find out k and then rearranged everything. But I think with time-pressured exams like this, you've got to come up with creative methods to solve. So whenever you're differentiating, just bear in mind that what you're doing as well is you're multiplying by the power and then dividing by whatever input feeds into this equation. So if I was differentiating y equals x cubed, then you get 3y over x is its derivative. Okay, if there are any questions on that, please let me know in the comments, but hopefully that made sense.